everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Well, in a moment, we are going to make this awesome Father's Day project. But before we do, I wanted to take a moment to welcome all of the new subscribers to my channel. Over the past few days, I have gained quite a few new subscribers, and I am so thankful. And I am thankful for everyone who takes time out of their day to watch me craft. That just means so much to me because you guys have options when it comes to how you spend your YouTube time, which videos you're watching, which crafters you're following, and the fact that you choose to spend some of that time with me means the world to me, and I wanted to thank all of you so much for that. And I also wanted to mention that on this channel, my goal is to share next level paper crafting projects with you guys because I want you all to become next level paper crafters, to look at paper crafting different, to look at the items that we use when we paper craft differently, to do the unusual and make the unusual beautiful. That is my goal, and that is what I hope that I am sharing with you guys. So I really hope that you will join me in this mission. And if you are not a subscriber to my channel, please go ahead and join the online family now. Hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Come on, guys. Let's do some next level paper crafting. Okay, guys, let's jump right into this. Today is a little bit bittersweet for me because this is my last project in my Father's Day series crafting. And I have so enjoyed crafting with you guys, and I hope that I have inspired a whole bunch of you with some great ideas. Today's project is actually something for Dad's desk, and it's just a mini scrapbook page. It's a one photo scrapbook page. And here's a little easel, so it'll sit up just like this, and Dad can sit it on his desk, and I think it's just absolutely fabulous. So I am going to show you very quickly how we make this. We are going to start with a piece of 8x8 chipboard, and I have already covered the back side of it. I am not doing the fold over method. I am leaving the edges raw on this, and to cover the raw edges, what I did was I simply went around and inked it so that it would be nice and dark and just kind of match everything else. So what I've done is I have my 8x8 chipboard, and then I needed 2 pieces of 9x9 paper. And the reason why I gave it 9x9 was just so that I would be able to place this down and then have enough room to be able to cut around it. I didn't want to cut it out exactly at 8x8, so I did it at 9x9. And all I'm going to do is place this down just like this. And this paper is from the same collection by My Mind's Eye. It's from the same Hey Mister series that you guys have seen me working with. I love that series of paper. It is all masculine. So I am just going to get my edges nice and covered here. And we are ready to start our placement. So I'm just going to bring this one in and talk you through it as I'm doing it. The first thing that I'm going to do is place down a series of mats. And I've got 3 mats in graduated sizes. I have one that measures 4 by 6, and that's the one that I will be placing down first. And I am just placing this down using my tape runner. Then I am going to take the 4 by 6 mat and mount it to a 4.5 by 6.5 mat, and I am going to try to center this as best I can. And then I will take this mat and come back with my tape runner. And then I will take my 4.5 by 6.5 inch mat, and I am going to place it on a 5 by 7 mat and try to get it centered. And that's our mat. Okay, so then I have a piece of burlap that I want to lay down on this. And I am going to do some fraying to this burlap because I like that look. So I'm just taking off a little bit of it and just causing it to fray. Then I am going to take my glue and put some glue on the paper, not the burlap. And I am just going to run some glue across here, making sure that I get the glue down end to end. And then I'll take my burlap and just smush it into the glue. And now while that's drying, I'll place my mat. And the reason I did it that way was because I wanted to make sure that I had the burlap down, and then I can center the mat in this area here. And again, I'm just using my tape runner. All right, and let's take this and we are going to center it right up top. My centering may not be exact, but you know what? It'll be close enough. Now I'm going to come back and just trim off the edges of my burlap. So on this one, I have the little pop-up here that says, "Dads hold our hands for a little while and our hearts forever." I think that this is just so sweet, and I love this sentiment, and that's why I put it on this one, and I'll be putting it on the one that I'm making with you guys today. But you can certainly find your own sentiment to pop up, but I just love this one. So what I have here is a piece of chocolate cardstock that measures 2 by 3, and then I have my sentiment printed out and cut at 1.5 by 2.5. And all I'm going to do is run some tape on the back of this, place it down, try to get it centered, and then I am just going to punch a hole in the side on the front piece here. And I'm just going to add some mini brads because I think that's going to just add a little bit of cuteness to this. So I have my gold mini brads, and I am going to place them right here. And then on the back side, I've already got my pop dots because I want to pop it up. So I'm just going to remove the back. And then I'll take it and I am going to place it so that this part is not even with this part. I just want it offset just a little bit. And there, we've got that down. And now what I want to do is I want to come back with what I have here is this piece. So I glued it down at the bottom but not at the top so that the photo could go underneath. And I have this one from the same Hey Mister collection. It's just an embellishment card. And I am going to just take my glue and place it just like this. And then I'm going to put it down on top of my burlap. And I'll get that nice and stuck. And now I can finish dressing my card up. So I am going to take one of my gears, place some glue on the back, and pop it in the corner here. Take another gear, just a little bit of glue, and I'm using my reptile glue for this. As you guys know, I am very fond of that glue, so I use it a lot. And then I'll place one there, and that just gives me some interest at the top of this little mini scrapbook board. So I'm going to take my reptile glue, place a gear right here in the center between these two, Take another one, place it up here. And I really hope that you guys have liked my Father's Day projects. And I would love it if you would leave a comment below and let me know, are you planning on making some of these? And if you are, which ones will you be making if you haven't made some already? So just let me know. And there. Gonna let that dry for just a moment and then we'll come back and look at our finished product. Okay guys, I'm back, and aren't these just adorable? This one is completely dry. I love the number one. I think that these are just fantastic, and I am going to bring in my easels so that I can show you guys a quick look at how these actually look when they're propped up on the desk. And you can see that these are very, very sweet, and they are statement makers of how you feel about dad or the man in your life. You can just change out the sentiment, and you can make this a favorite photo of you and a brother, or you and your nephew. It doesn't even matter. It's just perfect for showing some love to the men in our lives. I made these for Father's Day, but again, any occasion. I hope that you guys have liked this project. If you have, please hit the like button. I would love to have that feedback. And are you still watching? Because if you are in for a great treat. This is another flash giveaway, but it is a secret flash giveaway, and it's only for you guys who hung in there with me until the end. You gave me your precious time and watched this entire video, so I am going to give something back to you, and that is a chance to win one of these. I'm going to give them both away, so 2 people will win one of these. Here's how you can participate in this flash giveaway. You must be over the age of 18. You must be a verified subscriber to my channel, and that means that your YouTube channel name must be set to public profile. And you need to do this. You need to send me an email to poshpaperlady@gmail.com and simply say the words thumbs up or give me the thumbs up symbol. That's all you need to do. And since this is a flash giveaway, this giveaway will end tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will have a drawing for these 2 at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, I appreciate all of you that gave me your precious time and watched my entire video from start to finish. So this giveaway is just for you. Please don't leave a comment on the video in the comment section mentioning this giveaway, because it is exclusive to those of you who have stayed until the end. So you can comment in the video section and say how much you like these projects, but please don't mention this giveaway at all, because it is intended for you and you only. And those members of our online family who didn't stay until the end, well, they'll learn about the secret giveaway tomorrow when I do the drawing and I announce the winners. I'll be doing more things like this in the future, but you guys are about to get in on this awesomeness because you stayed with me until the end, and I appreciate it. So happy crafting, y'all. Have a great day. Bye.